Imagine flying from New York to London in just 3 hours without a single drop of fuel, without the deafening roar of engines, and without leaving a trace of carbon in the sky. Today, Elon Musk has just revealed a machine that could rewrite the history of aviation. And for the first time, it's more affordable than anyone ever dreamed possible. This is the Tesla Super Electric Jet 2026, the aircraft that could end the age of fossil fuel flight forever. The world watched as Elon Musk walked on stage at the Tesla Aeronautics Center in Texas, smiling like a man who knew he was about to drop a technological bombshell. Behind him, a shimmering white silhouette took shape, a delta-wing beauty with curves that screamed speed, efficiency, and zero-emission power. It's not just a jet, Musk began. It's the future of travel. It's the Tesla of the skies. So, what makes the super electric jet different from anything we've seen before? First, the HyperLithium-X battery system. The same chemistry Tesla has been refining for its roadster and semi-trucks, now scaled up to propel an aircraft at speeds exceeding Mach. Second, the QuantumLift propulsion. Instead of traditional turbines, the jet uses superconducting fans powered by an AI-managed magnetic drive, creating thrust silently while slashing energy use. Third, an aerodynamic skin coated with graphene composites, reducing drag by up to 30%, making it faster and more efficient than even the latest private jets. Here's where it gets jaw-dropping. Musk announced that the 2026 Tesla Super Electric Jet will debut at less than half the price of a comparable private aircraft, and thanks to its electric operation, flight cost per mile will be a fraction of traditional fuel-burning jets. In Musk's own words, luxury, speed, and sustainability should be for everyone, not just billionaires. If Tesla delivers on its promises, this could mean the beginning of global zero-emission air travel. Imagine regional flights becoming as cheap as high-speed train tickets. Imagine entire airlines switching to electric fleets. And with charging hubs already in development at major airports, Musk's dream of silent, clean, and lightning-fast flights may arrive sooner than anyone expected. The Tesla Super Electric Jet isn't just a plane, it's a statement. A declaration that the future of flight will be faster, cleaner, and surprisingly cheaper. But the question remains, can Tesla's ambitious plan survive the turbulence of aviation regulations, battery limitations, and fierce industry resistance? One thing's certain, the skies are about to get a lot more interesting. What most people didn't notice during the unveiling was a strange, hexagonal pattern faintly glowing beneath the Tesla jet's wings. According to sources inside Tesla's Skunkworks division, these aren't just decorative. They're integrated solar nanocells, capable of recharging the jet mid-flight under sunlight, extending range without landing. And then there's the mystery hatch spotted by eagle-eyed viewers during the live stream, a panel that briefly opened during a demonstration flight, revealing what looked like a ventless air intake. Could this be Tesla's rumored atmospheric energy recapture system? If true, it would mean the jet isn't just electric. It could generate its own power while airborne. Minutes after the reveal, Musk tweeted something cryptic. Imagine crossing continents without a charging stop. That's not the future. That's next year. Aviation experts immediately flooded forums, debating whether Tesla had secretly cracked the code to infinite-range electric flight. Some believe this is a bluff to scare competitors. Others suspect a breakthrough in wireless high-altitude power transmission, a concept Nikola Tesla himself dreamed of. But Musk isn't alone in this race. Behind closed doors, whispers say Boeing and Airbus are scrambling on their own electric jet programs. But neither has shown anything close to Tesla's prototype. China's Comac, on the other hand, has allegedly been working on a government-backed electric passenger jet that could launch as early as 2027. Could this spark a new space race in the skies? Not for orbit, but for dominance over Earth's airways? And here's where it gets truly dramatic. Less than 24 hours after the unveiling, footage leaked online showing the Tesla Super Electric Jet soaring above the Mojave Desert. The sound? Practically non-existent. Just a faint hum of air being sliced at supersonic speeds. At one point, the jet made a vertical climb maneuver, something rarely seen outside of military aircraft. Pilots say this is only possible with instant torque electric propulsion, proving Musk wasn't exaggerating about its capabilities. Just hours after the Mojave footage went viral, multiple unmarked black SUVs were spotted entering Tesla's aeronautics facility. Eyewitnesses claim they saw officials wearing FAA and even NASA insignia, but one symbol is unfamiliar, a triangle patch with a lightning bolt through a globe. No statements were released, but anonymous insiders suggest that the U.S. government may be interested in more than just safety certification. Some speculate they want exclusive rights to deploy Tesla's technology for military or diplomatic missions before it ever reaches the public. Strangely, the footage of that visit has already vanished from several online platforms, deleted almost as quickly as it was uploaded. Meanwhile, Elon Musk's social media activity has taken a peculiar turn. Between cryptic tweets about airborne autonomy and energy without limits, he's been posting subtle jabs at competitors, hinting that a global shift in air travel is inevitable, whether governments are ready or not. In one live stream Q&A, when asked if the Tesla Jet would be available for public purchase, Musk smirked and replied, "Let's just say you might be booking your next flight through Tesla, not an airline." That single line sent shockwaves through the aviation and travel industries, suggesting that Tesla might bypass traditional carriers altogether and run its own fleet of electric jets. And here's where things get really interesting. Leaked internal memos hint at Project Skystream, Tesla's rumored plan to build a global network of skyports capable of fully charging a jet in under 25 minutes. Locations mentioned in the leaks include Los Angeles, Dubai, Singapore, and undisclosed island in the Pacific, possibly a future transoceanic hub for ultra-long-range flights. The timeline? Astonishing. The first operational skyport is allegedly set to open in less than 14 months. But there's a problem, a huge one. Aviation fuel giants and airline lobbyists are reportedly pushing back hard, warning that mass adoption of electric flight could devastate their industries. Rumors say powerful interests are already working behind the scenes to slow down certification, bury environmental reports, and even question the safety of electric propulsion in extreme weather. Yet, if history has shown us anything, it's that Elon Musk thrives when the odds are against him. 3 weeks after the unveiling, a grainy photo began circulating on encrypted aviation forums. It showed the Tesla super electric jet parked on a private runway in Nevada, and boarding it were not engineers or test pilots, but 3 unidentified civilians in business attire. No flight number, no official record. And yet, air traffic data shows an aircraft matching its profile departing at dawn, vanishing from radar over the Pacific, and reappearing 3 hours later near Tokyo. The name? Redacted in the document. But an anonymous source claims it's someone who has publicly clashed with Musk in the past over AI development and satellite internet. As speculation swirls, more documents leak. They suggest that Project Skystream is far bigger than anyone imagined. Not just charging stations, but a networked aerial grid capable of wirelessly transmitting energy to jets mid-flight using high-altitude relay drones. This system will remove the need for most landing stops entirely, giving Tesla near total control over the emerging electric air travel market. But that kind of power, literally controlling the energy lifeline of global aviation, is making certain world leaders deeply uneasy. We're now standing on the edge of a historic shift. If Musk succeeds, he won't just own the electric car market or the space launch market. He'll command the skies themselves. And with competitors racing to catch up, governments wrestling with how to regulate it, and whispers of military interest growing louder, the question is no longer if the future will arrive, but who will control it when it does. It happened on the second test flight, a night run from Los Angeles to Sydney. At 2:14 a.m. Pacific time, live satellite tracking of the Tesla super electric jet suddenly froze. For nearly 6 minutes, the aircraft's position vanished from every civilian radar feed on Earth. When it reappeared, it was cruising at a higher altitude and a staggering Mach 1.6, faster than any officially recorded electric aircraft in history. Tesla's official statement? Routine systems test. But a leak from inside the company paints a different picture, that the jet had encountered a massive electromagnetic disturbance over the Pacific, forcing Musk's team to activate a fail-safe system never before disclosed to the public. Engineers call it the Phoenix Protocol, an autonomous energy regeneration mode that allows the jet to temporarily draw power directly from the surrounding atmosphere. How it works is still classified, but insiders describe it as a cross between high-altitude ion collector and a quantum capacitor array. In simpler terms, The aircraft can, under certain conditions, refuel itself in midair without touching ground or a charging port. This capability wasn't mentioned at the unveiling, and some are wondering if its secrecy was intentional, not just to hide it from competitors, but from regulators who might see it as too disruptive. Within hours of the incident, international aviation boards requested a private briefing with Tesla executives. Meanwhile, an emergency meeting was reportedly held at the International Civil Aviation Organization's headquarters in Montreal, with one agenda item listed simply as Emerging Non-Fuel Aircraft Technologies, Containment Strategy. Behind closed doors, officials are allegedly debating whether to impose a global cap on electric jet performance. Not for safety, but to protect existing airline economics. Musk, of course, is not known for playing by those rules. As the pressure mounts, Tesla's test program is accelerating instead of slowing. Construction of the first skyport in Los Angeles has gone into 24-hour operations. Unconfirmed drone footage shows massive tower-like structures being assembled, possibly part of the rumored wireless energy transmission system. And late last night, Musk posted a single cryptic message to X. If they won't let us land, maybe we won't have to. Less than 48 hours after Musk's post, a confidential flight plan surfaced on a private aviation network used by military and high-security test pilots. The plan outlined a route unlike anything in modern aviation history, a continuous circumnavigation of the globe without refueling or landing, beginning and ending at the Mojave test facility. The aircraft listed, registered under an experimental code belonging to Tesla Aeronautics. If true, this flight would shatter every range and endurance record in existence and prove beyond any doubt that the Tesla super-electric jet has achieved something most experts said was physically impossible. But the flight may not be entirely under Tesla's control. Intelligence sources claim at least 3 foreign surveillance aircraft have been redeployed to monitor the operation, including one advanced stealth drone reportedly belonging to China's PLA Air Force. The reason? If Tesla's Phoenix protocol works as rumored, it could revolutionize not just civilian travel, but also long-range military operations, eliminating the need for aerial refueling tankers entirely. And that is a capability no superpower is willing to let another nation monopolize. On a moonless night, with no press invited and no official livestream, the Tesla jet reportedly rolled out of its hangar. Witnesses, mostly local aviation enthusiasts camped outside the perimeter fence, describe an eerie silence as the aircraft lifted off, its wingtips glowing faintly with the same hexagonal pattern spotted at the unveiling. Moments later, it accelerated into the dark sky, disappearing from view without a sonic boom and without a trace on public radar. Around the world, military radar operators, satellite networks, and flight tracking hobbyists are now locked in a silent, high-stakes race and follow the jet's path. In underground chat rooms, enthusiasts share grainy infrared snapshots and fleeting pings from high-altitude sensors. Proof, they say, that the aircraft is already crossing into the southern hemisphere. But according to one cryptic leak from inside Tesla, this flight isn't just about proving range. It's about sending a message to every airline, regulator, and competitor on Earth. Halfway through the journey, the Tesla super-electric jet did something no one anticipated. It dropped altitude over the Indian Ocean, broadcasting a live signal directly to Musk's X account. On screen appeared a split view, the cockpit's panoramic display of starlit skies, and Elon Musk himself, sitting calmly in the co-pilot seat. "You've all been wondering why we're doing this," Musk began. "It's not just about breaking records. It's about proving that clean, unlimited air travel is real, here, and unstoppable." Then, as the jet climbed back toward the stratosphere, Musk revealed the real payload. Not passengers, but a modular energy core designed to be dropped at predetermined coordinates around the world. Each core, he explained, could serve as a self-sustaining skyport, harnessing atmospheric and solar energy to power electric aircraft indefinitely. By the time the jet returned to Mojave, 5 of these units would be silently operating in remote locations across 3 continents. "We're not asking for permission," Musk said. "We're building the future." 47 hours after takeoff, the Tesla jet reappeared over California, descending smoothly onto the Mojave runway. The press, regulators, and even rival CEOs were waiting, but Musk stepped out waved briefly, and disappeared into a waiting vehicle without taking questions. And as the world debated, airline stocks plummeted, battery manufacturers soared, and governments scrambled to understand how to respond to a company that had just demonstrated the ability to control not just a fleet, but the very infrastructure of global air travel. One thing was clear. The Tesla super-electric jet wasn't just an invention. It was a declaration that the age of fossil fuel flight was over and a new chapter of human mobility had begun. The question now isn't whether the future will take off. It's whether the world is ready to follow.